True Love Knots. Dating to find your perfect plus one. Eyes closed and too many choices. With Maria Romano.
So it is Monday night. It is the day after Love Day. What did you do, Love Day, huh? What did you do on Valentine's Day? Anybody have anything great going on? Let's see if anybody's out there in Facebook. Okay. All right. So I have to tell you, I had a very interesting Valentine's Day. And that is because, as you know, I'm a minister and I was busy. I had the opportunity to perform several weddings. I did one in the Grand Canyon. And I also, gosh, I'm having a hell of a time with I did one in the Grand Canyon, and I also did one on the High Roller and several in chapels. And I had my first wedding ceremony with a beautiful couple who actually met. They are both impaired. They are both physically impaired. They cannot see. Okay. They have and they cannot see, period. And this beautiful lady, her name was Keyshia and his name was Leonardo. They met when she became legally blind several years ago, and he was her teacher, teaching her the technology to use so she can survive in the world. And these two were getting married. And you know what? I had to guide them through the whole ceremony, as far as helping them with the rings, walking them down the aisle, facing each other. They were able to pull up on their phones their vows that they actually wrote. Well, they obviously spoke into the phone and had their vows down pat for me. I pulled them out, read them for them, they repeated them. And we also did a unity candle. And the unity candle was interesting because we, you give each couple a candle and then they light the center. So that was challenging, but you know what? We managed to get through it. We did it, which was incredible. And it was wonderful. Sorry, you guys on IG. I don't know why I'm having a hell of a time with my little thing here, but we'll get it going here, right? So anyway, there was an interesting evening, and it made me think, because this couple fell in love with each other based upon their connection. The chemistry might have been there, but not chemistry like you and I are familiar with. The physical, because they couldn't see each other physically. So you smell each other. It's touch. And I thought that was interesting. And I thought tonight's topic would be very interesting. Talking about dating apps and how many of us were on dating apps. And as a matter of fact, I had this question posed to me today. I did a talk over at Like-Minded Lunches over at Lowry's. And it was a great venue, a great group of people. And I was so thrilled to be asked to speak. And I spoke about love, not necessarily love in your profession, in your personal life, but how to maneuver and be authentic and be kind to each other in the professional world. And one of the questions I got asked, because they know I'm a dating relationship coach, is Maria, what do you do? This gentleman has a friend who's he's on Match, for example. And he meets somebody and then he goes out, but he's not too sure because he thinks there's something better out there. So what happens when you get these dating apps, as you know, you all of a sudden you are addicted. And it's not just dating apps. This is what apps are made of. They're made to get you addicted to use them. And the same thing when it comes to a dating app. So what happens is you meet somebody, and there might be one little thing that you are not physically attracted to, but they could be a great person, but you're not giving them a chance. So you go on. The same thing when you're looking at a picture, although I do have to say a picture's worth 1,000 words. And I always tell my clients, you need to make sure you are taking a great picture. You put 2 great headshots and 4 great body shots. Okay. You can take that to the bank. I guarantee that. Money back guarantee. But anyway, what happens is that we look at a dating app and figure there's a hell of a lot more out there. And there are a lot of great people out there. I'm not saying there isn't, but you need to give people a chance. You shouldn't always judge a book by its cover. And this wedding that I did on Sunday made me realize that this couple, but they were so in love with each other, yet they could not see each other. There wasn't anything physical what the eyes can see. So everything was actually through their connection, through their other senses, through their smell, through their touch. And I guess it's Love is Blind. We've heard of that show. You've seen that show on I forget what channel it's on. Is it on Netflix or one of the channels? But Love is Blind. Well, this is the same thing. And this is somebody that got married. I mean, they were together 4 or 5 years, maybe longer, and they decided to get married. I mean, think about that. Think about actually close your eyes and imagine, just imagine not being able to see that person, but you love them. You love them. And that's what it's about. What happens is we get so caught up into thinking that we can find somebody better, somebody that looks younger, sleeker model. That's great. But it goes past the physical. Because after a while, the glasses come off, the makeup comes off, the toupee might come off. Guys, I've never seen a great toupee, just go bald. But anyway, at the end of the day, you need to be able to fall in love with each other based upon who you are on the inside. And who you are on the inside is so important. So important. We spend so much time on the physical, and that's because of what's happened today in social media. We're all under pressure that we need to look good. We need to be the best. We need to just post things that show us living our best life. But you know what? That's not always reality. And when it comes to dating apps, a dating app is an introduction. That's all it is an introduction. A dating app just saves you time and gives you the opportunity for an introduction. It's no different than putting your resume out on a employment site for an actual employer to look at your resume. It's the same thing. All of you are employers. You are employers looking to find a partner, and a partner that you love. So when you go out on your next date, give somebody an opportunity. I'll never forget, I had my neighbors over last year, actually 2019, before COVID. And one of my neighbors, he travels back and forth to China. And we were talking about, he said, so how is you doing with your dating life? And I said, I'm meeting a lot of people, but some of the people I just feel are just a lot older than I am. And you know what he said to me? He said, Maria, it doesn't matter how old they are. They have to be young at heart and have a good heart. And that's what it's about. It's not so much about the facade. Now, you need to take care of yourself. Please don't misunderstand me. You need to be in good health. And like I always tell clients, there's nothing that looks better than being healthy. Okay. Healthy looks great on you and you and you and you. Everybody looks good being healthy. But it's important that you give people a chance, that you just don't take your phone and decide, okay, I just don't like that one. I don't like that one. I don't like that one. So put your best foot forward. Give people an opportunity, because you never know when you're going to find that perfect person for you. And that hidden gem could be right there. And just because he or she might not have something that looks appealing to you, but maybe their profile looks appealing, then maybe you go out with them and you base it too much on looks. At the end of the day, we all know beautiful people. We all know beautiful men and women, but do we like them? And that's the key thing. You want to be able to like the person that you're with. Hold on. I've been talking a lot today, but you really want to like the person you're with. Not just love them, but like them. Because at the end of the day, you want to be able to build a strong foundation. You want to have a successful relationship. And having a successful relationship means having a good foundation and getting to know a person for who they are and liking them for their strengths and also understanding their weaknesses, because we all have weaknesses, and being able to accept their weaknesses and not using the weaknesses as something that becomes a trigger to have an argument. So when you're out there looking for somebody, remember the story I'm telling you about this couple who got married, who met each other. They'll never see each other, never see each other. They do not have sight, but they love each other. They fell in love based upon the smell. That's right, the smell and the touch, the voice, the compassion. And if you, those of you that are out there tonight and you have somebody in your life that you do love, close your eyes and just listen to them. Really take in their energy. Do you love their energy? Or do you just love them for the physical? Because that's not what relationships are built on. Relationships are built on a strong, solid foundation of commonalities, moral values, having goals, and also how you handle conflict. Because you know what? We all have conflict in every relationship. So as you're going forward and dating, for those of you who are dating, give somebody an opportunity. Go out with them at least 3 times or video chat with them 3 times before you decide that you're going to cut them off. Okay? Give people a chance. And those of you that are on the dating apps, the same thing. Make sure that your profile is up to snuff. Make sure you answer all the questions. Make sure you stand out, and make sure your pictures stand out. So I just want to send everybody a lot of love. And right now we seem to be going forward in the world with the pandemic, and hopefully the numbers keep coming down and we keep distributing the vaccine. And we just want to get back to a place where whatever the new normal is, life is precious. And I really think that saying that I put up last week, it's not what you have in life that matters. What matters is who you surround yourself with in life, not what you have. It's who you have in life that matters. And really that's what's important at the end of the day, is who do you surround yourself with? Are you surrounding yourself with people that you love and like? Because sometimes we might love someone, but we don't always like them. So when looking for a mate, you want to make sure you like them and make sure they can pass the test if you had to close your eyes and not see them. And that's the true test. So everybody continue to stay healthy and safe, spread love. And if you need me, please go to my website, book a complimentary coaching call with me. Maybe you're in a relationship and you need a little bit of guidance, or you're looking to start a relationship and you don't want to attract the same individual, and you want to, the path of least resistance, and so that's having a coach. Call me. Be more than happy to have a conversation with you. In the meantime, February 15th, go out, continue to spread love. It is Love Month. So have a great evening, everybody. Good night. Stay safe, be healthy, and spread love. I love you all. Good night.